Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be teaching you how to bake my ultimate Nigerian meat pie recipe. It's so delicious, so sit back, relax, make sure you don't go anywhere, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I had to do some shopping, so these are some of the vegetables I'll be using for this recipe. Then this is the meat. I'll have to wash the meat, steam the meat, cook it well, and get it ready for this meat pie recipe. Now let's get started. Now these are some of the major ingredients I used for this recipe. 500 grams of diced Irish potatoes, then 500 grams of diced bell pepper together with green pepper, then 500 grams of diced carrots. In here I have my spring onion and my normal white onion. Then this is the diced meat, 500 grams of diced meat. I used 750 grams of all-purpose flour, 300 grams of margarine. We can also use butter. Then desired quantity of red pepper. Now it's time for me to prepare my meat pie filling. Pour all the diced vegetables into a clean bowl, together with the diced Irish potatoes. Make sure they are washed very well before you start dicing them. Now I'm going to bleach these vegetables. I'll be pouring very hot water into this bowl. Afterwards, I'll add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. The reason why I'm adding baking powder is just to make sure that the vegetables retain their color and their shape. So this process is called the bleaching process. Now I'll have to sieve out the vegetables and the Irish potatoes into a sieve. I'm also going to pour another hot water onto these diced vegetables and Irish potatoes. I'm doing this just to make sure I rinse them so that the baking powder will be totally off. Now it's time to fry. Before I start the frying process, I will have to form this thickening mix. So in here I have just 2 tablespoons of corn flour together with little water. So mix both together. Then you have your thickening mix. So I'll be pouring this mix into the meat pie fillings. It will help thicken the filling. Now is ready. It's now time for me to start frying. So in this recipe I used margarine. I did not use vegetable oil. So right here I had to put the margarine into this pot. Then I'm kind of melting it. First of all, I'll be adding the diced meat, then my onions, then the red pepper, then add little salt. Give it a stir. So now pour in all the diced vegetables together with the Irish potatoes. Add some spices. Then stir thoroughly. Afterwards, pour in the thickening mix. Stir properly and allow it to cook well for like 3 to 5 minutes. So now the meat pie filling is ready. I'll have to scoop it out and allow it to cool completely before using it. It's now time for me to form the meat pie dough. So in this bowl, I'll be pouring in the 750 grams of all-purpose flour. I sieved it already. Then I'll add the 300 grams of margarine. Now I'll have to rub in the margarine into the flour till it gets crumbly. At this stage, pour in 1 cup of very cold water. Then mix all together. Now I have my meat pie dough. It's time to knead and roll. In this video, I used my meat pie cutter. So cut out the dough, then put it onto the meat pie cutter, then scoop in some meat pie filling, then rub little water around the edge. The water will be serving as glue to hold the edge together. Right now, I'll have to close the meat pie cutter, then remove the excess dough that is outside. So look at what we've got here now. I have this. Wow. I will have to place it on top of the parchment paper onto the baking tray to get it ready for baking. Now I'll have to beat 1 egg for my egg washing. So before you egg wash the meat pies, use your fork to poke some holes onto the meat pie. This will make the trapped air to go off so that the meat pie will not burst in the oven. So after doing this, the next thing you have to do is to egg wash these meat pies before baking. The reason why I'm egg washing is just to give these meat pies a glossy look after baking. My meat pies are out and fully baked. As you can see, so neat. So let's see what the inside looks like. Wow, yum yum. I believe you can bake your own meat pies after watching this video. So thanks for watching. See you in my next video and don't forget to subscribe.